discussing, I guess, the mentality, what habits would you influence the players to do at home, and especially during this situation that we're dealing with worldwide?
So again, so once you get that mindset down, it's like, okay, I don't have all the tools. I don't have the fancy net, the fancy sauce kit. I don't have this stuff at home. Like, okay, I guess I can't get better. I might as well sit down and binge watch some The Office on Netflix. It's like, well, no, like we got to. This is an opportunity, and I guarantee you, there's going to be a pocket, a group of kids in the age span between like 10 and 14. That group coming up, you're going to see some unbelievably skilled players because of this time frame. They're going to be able to take advantage of a development opportunity that none of us ever had. Like this is a window to stay at home and like they can't go anywhere else. So this is an opportunity to really like get some detailed work. And so players that are right now, like when you're at home, prioritize, evaluate your own game. And I talk about prioritize, plan, and execute. This is a perfect time. So a good example, like for me, myself, I need to prioritize conditioning and mechanics. Like in the summer, I don't get a ton of time to do that. So I can do a ton of conditioning when we talk about running. So I'm going to be like, let me go out, let me do some more running. It sucks mentally, but I got to train my mind to build through that so that when I'm in games, I can execute the skills. And then from a skill standpoint, there's little skating and shooting things that I want to do. So I get on my rollerblades. Just because there's no ice, I'm sure lots of kids have rollerblades. And if you don't have that, then focus on stick handling. So there's always options. But it's about when you have that radical ownership mindset, now you're thinking about problem solving. And now you can start focusing on the things that you need to do better. And now you're developing. You have this optimal environment of growth versus just, woe is me. Right. And so we see it too often. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the success I've had to get to the pro levels, it was, like I said earlier, is I wish I had that mentor to be able to tell me a lot of this other stuff. I had many, many mentors that influenced me to play hockey, to keep loving it and all that stuff. But, to be able to tell me, I didn't learn a toe drag until I was probably in second year juniors or whatever. I used to just do the pullback stick handle, like where you approach the guy and you pull it back as a stick handle, not a toe, like actually with a toe. But like there's things that have evolved so fast, but now there's guys that have played the game so far that can really teach these skills to a detailed way of doing it.
Well, yeah, you're doing it with the video analysis. You have a lot of kids that you get to reach and connect with, and you see it like this is a great opportunity. This is the first time in history that hockey players have this advantage. They don't need this personalized training face to face now. Like you can do all this work with video. I told kids like take your iPhone and just tape yourself. Put it on top of a chair, tape yourself, and go watch some YouTube clips and watch the best, and now compare. Like I could never do that. You could never do that when we were growing up. Like we didn't have access to that.
Yeah.
I had a razor phone. You could barely do videos. It was like this, like the screen barely worked.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, back then when I was younger, we didn't even have cell phones, but
Yeah.
as we got the flip phones with no camera, and then all of a sudden there's cameras.
Exactly.
No, definitely more tools, more ways, different ways to get better. And you just hope each player can reach that maximal potential.
We want to read, like I said, we talked about prioritizing. A lot of kids love to just goal set, and I try to stay away too much from the mindset things. I try to focus on the key ones, like radical ownership. But if you're just goal setting all the time, but you never prioritize, it becomes very difficult you're spinning your tires in mud. You need to prioritize, evaluate your game. Like you have the time now. Like I said, kids always complain about it, and you probably hear parents, there's not enough time in the day. It's like, we have the time. Probably got another 4 weeks of this. So.
Yeah, exactly. At least it sounds like another up this way. Things are looking pretty good up here, but who knows? But these kids, the weather's nice out here. I'm sure most places as it is summer over here, or getting to summer over here these days, and get outside, be active. You can if you got siblings, if you got parents, that live with you, that you can do things to get better. And obviously independently taking upon yourself to be disciplined and just work on little things that you want to work on. Most kids like to shoot puck or shoot balls or whatever, or stick handle, but there are other ways you can be doing things, whether it's squats, extra push-ups, extra sit-ups, quick feet type coordination stuff.
Yeah. Well, I did I had a conditioning one yesterday. All I needed was 3 meters of space. It was we had mountain climbers for we had 10 mountain climbers, 10 high knees on the spot, 10 in and outs on the spot, and then running back and forth shuttles 6 times. We did that, and that takes you about 35 to 40 seconds, and a minute and a half break. Do that 8 times.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my lungs were burning. As soon as I finished the fifth one, I was like, oh my God, this is not what I want to do right now. Like, it's the last thing I want to do, but I'm training my mind to be able to handle these loads so I can sustain performance in season when the time comes.